What it do, y'all? It's your brother, man, from the motherland, coming to you guys live from the NY, back with another one of that ROD pod. For those that don't know who I am him, Jones, the NBIC. And again, I want to give all thanks and glory to the creators, to the ancestors, to the fallen deities, the El Kebulan deities that hover over us, and last but not least, to all the El Kebulan kidnaps all across the world. Shout out to you guys, because everything that I do is for you. Round of applause for that. Yes. And today we're gonna talk about the death of the Pope, man. Um it seems like the world is in mourning since the death of, Pope Francis. Passed away, I believe it was Monday. Was it Monday? Yeah, he passed away Monday. A day after Easter, which is, kind of ironic, but at the same time, it is what it is. But in seriousness, there's a lot going on. There's a lot being said right now that this death was supposedly staged. A lot of so-called high-powered officials are supposedly faking their death in, preparation of what's about to happen. According to some experts, the recession will be in full effect come October. So by like October, November, this teary thing that Trump has done will be in full effect. And supposedly, this is allegedly, should I say allegedly? But yeah. So of course, he passed away. There's a lot of mixed emotions going on. A lot of people is feeling some type of way, a lot of people is feeling hurt. But for me, um, I like to dive deeper down the rabbit hole when it's pertaining to stuff like this, because individuals like this man has a spiritual, psychological, mental control upon black people. So it's only right that I just let you guys know what you getting yourself into, who this man is, where he comes from, and understand that he's part of this club right here. Okay? So let me put this video up. Move this man out the way. So let me play this video for you guys. And you guys can see exactly.
There are 32 archways on each side of the courtyard, with a giant obelisk in the middle. The Pope's cassock has 32 buttons, and his head represents the 33rd. The United Nations flag shows the globe divided into 33 sections encircled by olive branches. The flag also happens to be blue, just like the first 3 blue degrees of Masonry. 33 is the highest degree of Scottish Rite Freemasonry. Walt Disney was a 33rd degree Freemason, and Disneyland has a Club 33. During World War II, 33rd degree Winston Churchill gave us the V for victory, 2-finger salute, which since the 60s became peace. Before it stood for victory or peace, it was a symbol of the 33rd degree. There are 3 joints to the knuckle on 2 fingers, making 33. Then held apart like a V is about 33 degrees. Everything changes at 33.
Everything changes at 33. 32 buttons in his head makes 33. Again, when I bring these stuff up and I say what I say, you guys say that I be wildin'. Again, you would never find in the Old Test where Abram, Isaac, Jacob, Adam, Enoch, it goes on, where they refer to God as Father. The word Father came into the New Testament, which was ordered by the Orsinian, the Orsinian family. The original Pope wanted the word father to be in it because the Pope Nicholas, his son, and Caesar Borgia and all that stuff, was going to be revered as the son of the world. They wanted PC too, because of course they're going to get PC, because every money, every fraction that comes into religion, these people, the Orsinian family, the head of the council, gets piece of the pie. Now, again, what does the Biblos have to do with this right here? What does it have to do with this right here? Hold on. I'm coming. Don't worry. What does this have to do with this right here? As you can see. And shout out to the homie Rabbit on IG, man. We follow each other. Pause. That was nasty work. But yeah. He brought this to my attention. Just pay attention to the sit. Just look at the handshake. He moved this out the way. Just look at the handshake. This is right in front of you. Before his so-called death. This is right in front of you. How about if I told you that this man was an actor? Let me show you the image of the actor. Make sure I downloaded it. Yes, I did. Remember this man right here? I forgot what movie he played in. I believe it was 007, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken. But he always played a Russian, terrorist, leader, etc., etc. Him right here. This right here. I have the video somewhere where damn, was the stand up, not the stand up, the late night host, and he's sitting down with an individual. I don't know if it was him or somebody else, but he shows this image, Pope and that guy. These are the same people, guys. Okay, okay. Now again, what does this man and this have to do together? Why is the Bible associated with the Freemasons? Because the Freemasons and the Biblos are one and the same. The Biblos is a Masonic book. The Biblos is a Masonic book. The creators have absolutely nothing to do with this. This is about control. This is about controlling the controlling the property. This is laying the bricks, the foundation of the mind, of the soul. He that controls the mind controls the spine. This is it right here. Look. Look. This is what you're arguing about. This is what you're fighting about. This is what you're trying to prove that this is about us. This right here. Look. You're trying to prove it. You're forcing yourself. You're forcing yourself to prove something that you know you can't prove. And the only and your reasoning and your defense to your delusion, you're gonna say things like they stole it, they got it hidden, they was burning, they was doing this, they was doing that. So they burning everything, but yet all through the museums is all our artifacts. They're burning everything, but yet they shooting off the nose of the Egyptians. Why don't they just get rid of everything if that's the case? If that is the honest case, why don't they just get rid of everything? Huh? Make it make sense. Like for real, all jokes aside, make it make sense. You're forcing yourself to believe something. See, I deconstruct. Once I deconstruct and I remove myself, once I start reading stuff like this, and I start reading stuff like this, right? And I start reading stuff like this, you then question everything that's being put in front of you. You guys are choosing to live in a state of delusion. I'm trying to be in a state of freedom. You guys want to be in a state of delusion. You see this? This is delusion. You got to be completely delusional if you believe that this Masonic Lodge book has any level of substance or power to give us any freedom or so-called salvation. You got to be delusional. This is not me saying this. This is them. This is their writings. This is their handshakes. This is their brotherhood. This is their Scottish right. What is your right? Your right is still trying to walk and follow their Christ, or make it believe, or create a make believe and say no, that Christ is not right. Our Christ supposed to be a man of dark and not light. That's what we saying. Come on, man. We got to break out of this delusional. We're sleeping too much. We're sleeping. We're sleeping. We're sleeping. We're sleeping. We have to connect back into our El Kepulan roots. We have to connect back to our El Kepulan roots. Let me show you. Let me show you why you got to connect back to your El Kepulan roots. Let me show you why. Let me show you another one. Hold on. Hold on. Let me show you another one. Let me show you another one. Hold on. All right now. Let me show you another one. Because you gotta be thinking that I be, you gotta be thinking that I be over exaggerating and I be wilding. Like you guys still don't see it, but I'm gonna show it to you. Oh, come on, real quick. I'm gonna show it to you. Cause it seems like you guys like to sleep. Okay. This is it. Check this out. This is your Pope. Look, pay attention. On a Sunday too. Look at this. Look. Look. Hey, hey, hey. Scoot off. Stupid nigga. Let's run that. Let's play that again. Look how embraceful he is towards his own. Look. Yes, my brother. I love you. Here come the dumb nigga. Look. Shoot. Hey, hey. Get. This is supposed to be the representation of God. And he's supposed to be representing this book that's supposed to be about, a chosen people. And the chosen people is God's people. And if you follow Christ, then you are part of the brotherhood. What was that? What was that about? What was that about? What was that about? Huh? Huh? A lot of mixed emotions, huh? This is the representation. This is the representative of God. This is the mediator between God, religion, and all. This is the representation of it. This is the person that you go to when you have questions about Christianity. This is the person you go to when you question religion. You're supposed to go to him. Now explain that to me. So basically we're witnessing racism on every level. Guess what? This book right here justifies racism as well. This right here, it justifies racism, justifies slavery, says why slavery is okay, says why slavery is okay to a so-called particular group of people. So-called. Because you guys don't know for a fact if you God's chosen people. Because God's chosen people had nothing to do with this right here. You see this right here? I just want you guys to know that. Okay? So if this man is really dead, so they say, then where is he? Huh? If he's really dead the way that they say he is, where is he? I'm gonna tell you exactly where he is. He finally got a chance to meet his Lord and Savior right here. There he is. There he is, getting ready to walk up the stairs of fire to go meet his creator. Huh? There he is. Wait, hold on. So you thought all you Christians following the ways of Jesus and all that, you thought that you automatically gonna go to heaven? No, 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 no. You're gonna go where Christianity was developed, straight out of hell. Right here. This is where he's going. You see him? Look, he's walking there right now. He's walking there right now. What was the guy's name that created the first satanic church? Um something Levy, something Levy. I forgot his first name. But oh, they say when he died, he opened his eyes. He said, "Oh my gosh, what have I done?" I guess he opened his eyes and seen a whole bunch of black ancestors getting with sticks and brooms, getting ready to wash him up in the spiritual world. I don't know, but I know one thing for sure, that this is where the Pope is. This is where the Pope is. You think with all the pedophilia, all the scandals, all them little boys, all the foolery, you think he's gonna be sitting in the house of the Lord in a place of pure righteousness and loving and caring? Guess what? If that's true, then Pope, I want you to know that if you are in heaven, I just want you to know there's a whole lot of black people there. Because best believe there's more righteous black people on this earth from the beginning of the earth till now than there is more Europeans. So if you were supposedly to go into heaven, the doors would have opened and you would have seen fried chicken over there, mac and cheese on the other side, probably 2 bottles of Hennessy, right? Your Jesus, right? He probably would have had 5 blunts. Okay, it would have been a party that you would never wanted to attend. But now that you're here, let's sing Kumbaya. That's if that was true. But in reality, this is where you at, my man. This is where all religion is going. Islam, Judaism, all of it. This is where y'all going. Beautiful place right here, because only your religions teaches about this place right here. So I can't be in a place I don't know nothing about, but you will, because not only do you know about it, but you also given rules and regulations to follow, so you won't go there. And you know you niggas ain't following it. You know you niggas ain't keeping the commandments. You know you women ain't being faithful. You know you guys ain't giving 150% of yourself unto your Lord. You know that. So let's stop. Let's just stop with the delusional. Let's just stop with the capping, please. Let's put it to the side. Let's just call it what it is. Okay? All you religious, Jesus following. This is Jesus right there. This is Jesus right here. That this man is walking up the stairs to. That's Jesus. You thought? Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You thought Jesus was this blonde hair, blue eyes, shining bright, or this Afrocentric afro with the brass skin of brass. That's skin of brass right there. Look, skin of brass. You see it? Skin of brass. That's that nigga right there. Skin of brass. Hot, burning. He's a maniac. He's Lucifer. And he's burning like he never burned before. Look, he's mad that he gotta go up them stairs, man. That's your savior right there. Look, brass, eyes red like it was burning in the furnace. Look, it's right here. I'm showing you the image of Jesus right here. I'm showing you Revelations right here. Revelations chapter 3 right here. I'm showing it to you. I'm showing it to you right here. And when he walked up the stairs, fire and brimstones followed him. Listen, the book of Revelations is all about the devil. No, let's take that back. Let's backtrack. The entire Biblos is about the devil. The entire Biblos is about Europeans. The entire Biblos was published and literally pushed out to the masses by force, by the millions, intentionally, to have everybody under their control. So there's only three religions that's allowed on this universe that would never be critiqued, that would never be disrespected, that would never be seen as evil. Only three religions, even though these three religions display nothing but sorcery, witchcraft, Luciferianism, pedophilia, etc., etc. Only three religions, and those three religions are what? Islam, Christianity, Judaism, the Abrahamic religion. And you guys don't even know what the Abrahamic come from, man. I, I gotta find. I don't want to give you misinformation, but I got that too. The Abrahamic. Why his name was changed to Abram. Abram. What is Abram? Abram. These are all satanic pet names that we're giving that our children, that we're following their ways. Come on, man. Come on, man. When I see black people argue the most foolish of all foolish, when I see black people argue things like this, let me show you. Look, my brother, the names in the Bible is found in Africa. I say, I hear you, my brother. But when did the Africans start speaking English? For English to be in Africa when they speak no English. He said, my brother, they changed the names. I said, okay. But if the name was changed, how did it change from Alkebulan to English when English is not even our native language? Can you make that make sense, please? If English is not your native language, then how do a city name in the Biblos be named in English? What is the native language name of the city? They could never tell you. They could never tell you. When you go look up the history of the great Zimbabweans and all that, nobody ever referred to it as Jerusalem. Never. Nobody. Nobody. This is a new phenomenon that came recently. Nobody. I'm asking people that's born and raised, yo, was Zimbabwe ever called? It was like, what? It was like, yo, listen, this is what they're saying. Stop associating Jewish mythology with African heritage. Understand that this ideology, these people brutally force their ideologies upon the people. And from that moment on, that's when I went on that journey to go find out the goddamn facts. And that's what led me to Albert Christian. And that's what led me to the Mazovian German mercenaries that came into South Africa in 1902 and created Mambri in 1903 or 1905, I believe. Every name that you find in here, that you find in that land, was renamed by missionaries. And I got all the information to prove that. And you guys can go do your homework. And if I'm lying, prove me wrong. Just prove me wrong. Don't show me no maps that was now illustrated and put together by our people. Don't show me no words and writings that's in English. And if you tell me it's in Hebrew, I gotta go into the Strongs and go look into you're not trying to do none of that, bro. I'm not trying to hear none of that. If you telling me that this is an Alkebulan and this is an Alkebulan book, this is an Alkebulan story, I need to see the Alkebulan manuscripts. Do not send me the Hebrew and then say, look, the Hebrew word is this, but it really meant that, and they took it from that, and no, we're not doing that. It is 2025. We are in the years of information. Get your information together, then present it to us. If you're not able to present that to us, then please leave us be. Let us continue the journey and the search of finding out who we are spiritually. Okay? Physically, we are lost. Mentally, we are lost. Physically, we thinking we're Europeans. Mentally, we thinking we're Europeans. Spiritually, This is the only thing we have control over because spiritually, we don't have no connection to what they're teaching us because their ideologies and our ideologies, their spiritual beliefs and their spiritual ways cannot connect with us because the difference between us and them is we have a soul. Our connection to the universe is literally a solar universe, bro. These people, on the other hand, is the total opposite, and they know that. Okay, anything that God created, anything that comes from this earth, anything that's coming from this land that's connected to the sun has to have a shade of dark. Okay? The trees are dark. Okay? The grass got color. Everything has to have color. Okay? Okay? But that's it for me, you guys. You know what I'm saying? I had to come on, had to give you guys some education because a lot of you guys are being misinformed. A lot of you guys are being misled. A lot of you guys are still under spiritual bondage. You gotta let go. You gotta let go. Stop falling for delusional. All of this is out here. Okay? All of this is out here. It's the same thing for blow for blow. I can read it. I can go. Let me hold on. Let me pull up a precept that you guys. Let me pull out a precept that you guys like to go to. Let's go to Psalms 23. Why not? Let's go to Psalms 23. Matter of fact, since I'm on Proverbs, let's go to Proverbs 31. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Proverbs 31, verse 10. Look, I'm gonna read it for you. It says, It says, "Who can find a virtuous woman? For her price is far above rubies." Okay, this is Proverbs 31. So I just want you guys to know that there's no like, oh, it's a Masonic book, so there's gonna have certain writings and precepts are gonna be taken out. No, 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 no. It's everything, everything. So everything is in it. Everything is in it. They didn't take nothing out. You know why they didn't take nothing out? Why take anything out when the book is already a Masonic book? They've been telling us this. Huh? The entire book tells you that. The entire book. Listen, look. Adam, Eve, right? It was Adam, Eve, it was Enoch, and it was Adam, Eve, Abel, and Cain, right? Obviously, Abel died, so that means Cain stayed alive. That makes three. Cain got kicked out. Then came Steph. That makes three. Then it was Abram. Listen carefully. I'm about to give you some education so you guys can cut the madness, right? Then it was Abram, right? First it was Abram, Sarah, and it was Lot. Okay? Right? Abram left. Lot left. Then it was Abram, Sarah, and then Sarah's handmaid that came with from the Egyptians, right? That's three. You always see that it's three. 666, 666, 333. Okay, cool. Let's continue, right? Then he has Isaac. Then he has Ishmael, right? Ishmael and Hagar. Remember, now that makes four. They kicked them out. Back to two. They end up having another one. It was five because Isaac was born. They had to kick those two out, bring it back to three, right? Then Abram had Isaac then had a son, right? He had he had Jacob and he had Jacob and Esau, right? Isaac, Jacob, Abram, Isaac, and Jacob, right? These are the three people that received the promise. You see that? When you see the calculations and you do the math, you see it's three, 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 three. Why? 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 Because the story is about the 33-degree masonry. That's why you got three religions. That's why you got three divine powers, the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. This is why you got Abram, Isaac, and Jacob. This is why. This is why. This is why. This is why the Biblos only give full conversation about three kings: David, Saul, and Solomon. It's for a reason. You don't see the other kings that you find in Amos and all that. And nobody don't talk about them like that. They don't do. There's no significant values into their rulership. They're oh yeah, they was in the northern tribe. Even when you go down to the southern tribe, what was the southern tribes? Benjamin, Levi, Judah. Three. I can't make this stuff up. I can go on and 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 on. Because yeah. But now I'm done. Now I'm done. I'm finito. So you guys could take this with you. You could do your homework, do your research, do your studies. Go find the facts. We no longer living off insertions, assumptions, and beliefs. If you're telling me something, you have to get your record straight. If I'm telling you something, if I'm telling you something, I got everything to prove mine. I don't gotta go on the internet and wait for no Mondem to give me the approval to talk the facts. I go searching for it. Because he that controls his mind controls his spine. Like I said, he that controls the mind controls the spine. And ain't nobody controlling minds. You heard? Nobody. Okay? So again, it's your brother man from the motherland. I came to you guys live. Continue supporting, like, comment, share, subscribe, join the movement. We gonna do some phenomenal work. It's getting hot in here like Nelly, and we about to make all these heathens take these demonic clothes off so we can expose them all. Be prepared for these interviews. Be prepared for the community interactions, asking questions. It's a lot of things that we got in the works. We're gonna put it in. We're gonna put it out there. And of course, the Saturdays, now that the Saturdays is, out beautiful, best believe we're gonna be out in the open, speaking into the people, engaging with the people, going back to the ways of the El Kebulan, no longer being held, tied down under Euro-Christian Orsinian family control. These people aren't controlling us no more. We're going after what's ours. We want our money. We want everything. Anything that these people took from us, we want it back, and we want it back with bloodshed. You heard? So it's your brother, man. You understand? And I'ma holler at y'all. One.